Hello and welcome back to the PSISTORM Esports Network. I'm your host Chickenman, here to bring you your weekly esports results and highlights from all the major tournaments going on this past week, which has been absolutely stacked with events. This is shaping up to be our biggest episode yet, so let's get right into it with League of Legends, where there were 10 tournaments to cover this week. Pretty much all of them are in the group stage, so we're going to go ahead and start with the LCK, where the group stage is in fact in full swing.
Very proactive play here, trying to use two global ultimates to get on top of a set. Where have we seen this before? Not the cleanest fight though from the sandbox. They're still able to take them down, and a massive engage comes in from Croco. This guy is so massive in this game, as Toby is doing some nice damage, but it does not seem to matter, as a huge haymaker does come in from Fate, and that is going to be the ace at the end of it. And it's a clean one from Live Sandbox, as this game has been. They're looking to end it here in 26 minutes.
Gen G Esports is currently sitting on top of the leaderboards there with a 4-0 score. The LCK Challengers is also working through the group stage, and the Gen G Challengers are also on top of those leaderboards. Meanwhile, the LCS summer is 3 weeks in. TSM still in first place with 6 weeks left to play.
Killed if he's not careful, but Solo's able to find the flash. Chime's gonna die. Neo trying to stay alive, but he's already killed off. Dardoch doing the same. Golden Guardians looking for the rest of the damage, but now Iconic has found the ult, and Golden Guardians has found the team fight. Stixay's jumping all over the place. It's Tristana's revenge. Have a mouth full of bullets. Stixay takes the ace.
40-second, that timer's on Dig's side, and that's going to be Golden Guardians looking for the win. That was huge.
And in the LCS Academy League, the 100 Thieves Academy team is in the top spot.
But they take it Harry's well, and now Armeo can't do anything. It's Dokla. He's trying to end the game. Armeo looking to maybe steal the dragon, but he is going to fall. They need to get back though. That's the big issue, is Rosethorn is going to take him up, but everyone's channeling bases back. Dokla, he's actually on the Nexus right now. Are you kidding me? Dokla could finish it up for his Miles. Just needs to kick him away, but he's got no ulti. Dokla, he's trying to finish it up with Dokla. Oh my god, he actually finished the game.
Oh, they did it. They actually did it. It worked.
My goodness.
In China, we have the LPL, where LNG Esports is holding first place at the moment.
As well, Dragon secured by LNG, but FPX already taken a huge chunk thanks to Ale, who's at full HP. Nuguri there as well, chains corruption to disengage, quickness into the backline, 4-man knockup from Wandi as well. LWX still alive, but FPX are being blown apart. Light can arcane shift in, and it looks oh so fine. Duumbi as well, blown to asunder, and Crisp has to watch the world burn.
Flamengo Esports is on top of the Campeonato Brasileiro. The Turkish Champions League has Galatasaray and NASR Esports tied for first at the moment. In the earliest group stage of the bunch, the Latin America League has Infinity Gaming in the top spot. Surprisingly, we do have a couple of tournaments that aren't in the group stage anymore. In fact, they both finished up this week. The LJL in Japan ended with Detonation Focus Me taking down V3 Esports in the finals 3-1. And finally, the European Masters saw Carmine Corps defeating BTXL in the grand finals.
He has no room to maneuver. He's so low before he even gets a chance to ult. They're going to burn him down before he can even push the R key, but Fiddlesticks in the middle of everyone, and it's simply too little, too late. Wonder turns into Fiddlesticks and says, who is scared now? Spectral Maw comes in. Hansama with a clean sidestep, but it is just not enough. The shockwave is there. G2 have found their fight. They will break the bottom lane. They will break the base of Rogue, and they will keep the head-to-head alive. 11-0 for G2 Esports over 3 years of League of Legends.
Just a little bit of League of Legends going on this week, and it won't be slowing down next week either, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so we can help keep you up with all of the action. Now on to DotA, where we only have one event, but it is a big one. The ESL one. Summer tournament was a massive event where top teams from around the world competed for a piece of the $400,000 prize pool.
Roki is deleted. We'll buy back into the game though. And a nice attempt from GH to save the Leshrac, but Mind Control just gets decimated, and ILTW looks to be next though. The Egg forcing everybody back from Viking, so not able to finish him off. And GH, yeah, he's gonna go right into a static Remnant. And now he will drop. So 5 versus 3. Viking basically secure themselves this third Roche.
double stun there. There's going to be the Eclipse. They've immediately blown up 9. He doesn't have buyback. There's the first life gone already as they're going to set up quickly nukes through Skitter on the second. Yawar up onto the high ground. He is going to be hit with the Winter's Curse here into the Ice Blast with the BKB keeping him at odds as his own illusions doing most of the damage. There's now the Ravage out from Lawless. #1. Hit him with a second as well as they will crumble. GG is called by Fata as Quincy Crew just storm into the base and take the series 2-1. They're going to have the rematch versus T1 in the second round of the upper brackets.
Several 4-steps, so now even farther from the fountain, they can just focus the racks though in all likelihood. VP trying to turn this around into their favor. And VP look like they're going to the grand finals, Jenkins. What a freaking performance. Although,
it's on
Wind Ranger has something to say about this. A blast not going to connect, but Carl doing so much damage to that BKB. This will be a dieback. Another Cold Embrace saving him. Burrow Strike's going to apply with the hook shot to follow. Only 2 alive for T1 versus the 3 of VP. Finger of Death doing a ton of damage in the meantime, but GPK pops the BKB, still going for Throne, finds it.
After an upper bracket finals went the way of Virtus Pro, T1 came back from the lower bracket for the big rematch in the grand finals.
Minimum 2 racks. Of course, the tier 2 still up top in that bottom lane.
Triple Chrono.
3 heroes. Save, takes a tumble, big impale, only connecting on 1, maybe not so big after all, but there's the save onto DM. He can go back to base, but now the pressure is onto the Wraith King. That is the first life to come, but 23 Savage wants to go for the support, doesn't get into the fountain though. Completely surrounding Wraith King. 3 dead, T1 look to be winning this in great fashion.
T1 would be able to come back from the upper bracket loss to take down Virtus Pro in the finals 3-2 to become the ESL 1 champions. Meanwhile, the Heroes of the Storm Community Clash finished week 7 and solidified their group stage standings with Simplicity taking first place.
If that mind control didn't hit, if Urel survives a little bit longer, there was actually maybe a chance. But they just keep prioritizing the kills. They know the desperation and are abusing it. Simplicity, it looks like they've done it. Mightygus, the same position pretty much. Just a little bit further away though. Ultralisk has his level 20. I think he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. He has his cleanse. Oh, BitKit nearly goes down, but he gets saved by the double support there. Here's a no control. Massive damage. They need to split up. Tychus by himself, unaverted, trying to run away. A hawk spin through him. Fantastic job here by Granite Gaming. It's all to play for here. There's Lubra going down. Circling is super low.
The King of the Hill style playoffs begin this week. Let's head over to the shooters now, where Rainbow Six had a plethora of leagues playing this week, starting with the Benelux League, which finished up their 9th play day this week. The 2021 Brasileiro finished up their first week of matches. The North American League got through their 3rd day of matches, TSM holding down that top position.
And take the team into OT, but it's not looking good, and that's to say the least of it. About to have the full weight of Mirage bearing down on him. Obviously a big focus going to come onto the plant. Laxing knows this. He gets aggressive success on the opening kill. Success on the second. Over to the pistol and the knife as well to try to close it out, but it can't be done. Instead, Mirage come out on top, and they take the map 7-5.
The European League played their first 2 days of matches.
That little area, or use your explosives, use some utility to counter it. But right now, 4 versus 3 as Milon gets himself a second on the round, and Virtus Pro, they're looking in command for the first time here, but completely unaware of Jonker's location. He gets a freebie, he downs another. It's 1 versus 2, time's running out, and G2 win on that basis. There's Jonker does just enough to stop Virtus Pro getting it over the line.
And finally, the Asia Pacific League started this week in both their North and South divisions.
They need to hold on here. Fnatic have to take the initiative. The clock will do them absolutely no favors, so they have to make the push here. They have to try and get into sight, and Mentalist trying to go through that double window is asking for trouble. There's 2 frost mats on the other side of it. Takes big damage, and surely this is a matter of time now as the bullets are flying. They are raining in right now. There is no breathing space for Fnatic. There is the frost mat. There are the kills.
Back and waiting and forcing Wildcard to filter in towards the site. That's what they did last time. They got absolutely gunned down. They need to desperately clear the clash, but it's easier said than done.
Oh, this is a pivotal fight for Emo, but he can't land anything. And now into the meat grinder they go. Wildcard desperately go deep, but Luna is there, and Vinny, there's absolutely nothing he can do. Luna Metal with the 360.
Lots of great action in Siege lately, and there's still plenty to come in those leagues. Moving on to Counter-Strike, where we've got 7 events to cover. I told you this was a big episode. We're going to start with the Spring Suite, Spring number 3, where the main Swiss stage got underway.
He kind of had an idea, but K is on point, and Deco 1v2 AK in hand makes it a 1-on-1 versus Minio. Can he win it out? That nade's going to tag him up, but no, it just needs to find the headshot. Deco's going to go for the peak, tries to spray him down. Solo he goes, 1v1. Who's going to win out that fight? Swaps towards the Deagle. Deco, this is your time to shine. 18 to 15 crawling in. Minio, can he find the crisp headshot? It's going to be Minio. He sprays him down, and that's 13 for Anonymous.
They better finish that tournament quick. Summer's already started. We also had the FunSpark Ulti European playoffs this week.
It was absolutely insane, but on Mirage, it's been only going one way. And possibly the last round coming up here. Elian trades back his teammate's death. As Freiburg is tagged down low. Hauser makes his way out ramped up and at least gets the man advantage. And Elian has to go back and maybe just be wary of it. Jumps over towards stairs though, and Hauser gives it away for free. Lackey drops Freiburg. It's all on Lekro and Forest to try and keep Dignitas alive in the FunSpark playoffs. They make their way forward. Lekro not looking the right way. Forest has got himself into a good position, but he's going to have to do it alone. A 1v3, and Lackey finds a double to finish it off. 3 in the round.
Sadly, Entropic had to forfeit the tournament after that match, and the grand finals would end up being Ents taking down Hyenas 2-0. Now the Blast Premier finished their spring season one day before summer officially starts. That's good timing.
To get into their positions where they can shine. And look at this, they might just walk right in front of him. Scout in hand, he gets the headshot on Rain. Not only that, he spots them out. Olofmeister not quite pre-aiming that position. 35 seconds. Well, they know that Hunter's down here. They don't know that there's a second player. He's going to take down Kerrigan. Swinging for it is Olofmeister. Oh, and he burns! Inside of the Molotov of Brokey, who's now in a 1 versus 3. He gets the headshot, but there are more coming in. It'll be Nico to seal the round. Double kill for him.
The stacked playoffs ended with Gambit Esports taking down Navi in the finals 2-0. Meanwhile, the European Development League finished up their group stage and got the top 8 teams settled for the playoffs.
The Orpa v More, seeing that one player out towards the wrap position, gets the shot unlucky, backs off, feeds back in from Basso, gets caught by Major. He is traded back by Prime at least to a 2 versus 2, but now it's the Orpas here to strike. The gun barrel's been seen! Oh, but Quays with a swing, Emor with a frag back, 2K to his name, P250 at close quarters. Can he catch Prime? No, he can't, switches back to the Orp instead, sees his man and catches the frag, and saves Sagal for another round.
The ESEA Invitational began their main Swiss stage this week.
Find it, such quick reactions. 5v3. Scriv, this might be the round.
Yeah, man, it looks like it. Slowly but surely, they are working their way in here. Another kill comes. Another for Supra, who, by the way, has looked so good throughout. Stands strong at 24-15. That's where he'll finish. 60.
The DreamHack Open finished its qualifiers in Asia for the June season.
The call for NTNT to go down to B, that would have been the worst case scenario, and it still might be Mitch. Techno Blitz Hawk getting everything done. It's on to impression. He needs to go huge and buy time for score. There's one, not the second. It's on to score. He did everything on this flank, but he just wasn't given an inch. Now he's going to try and see with Trigger Discipline how many he can get, and he's not going to be able to get any more than one here. Surely, Hawk.
They don't even know. He's going to try and sort of dash around it, but...
There's no kit.
There's nothing.
Oh, Hawk got it. Yep, I thought that would happen too.
Great result there for Checkmate and Team Renewal, who both made it through the open qualifiers and defeated the invited teams in the closed qualifiers. Finish off the Counter-Strike segment today, we've got the ESEA Premier Division, which started playoff matches in their Australian, European, and North American regions.
Licky checking ticket. He knows he's got a player ticket. What's the nade? Smoke being thrown in. They can't get for a ninja at the moment. They need to get rid of Licky. Savage. That connect. He's heard a player at jungle. So he's telling Licky, one player at jungle, one player at ticket. They know where they are. Licky gets one. Savage gets the other. And Dire Wolves have done it.
You're not even going to get that shot in before you're wall banged. Oh, not wall banged, but arm banged up. But yeah, Innocent does at least find one, but the Molotov is excellently placed. Flashbang as well will allow Fika to peek forward. Just can't trail in without falling down. Furlan could be able to finish off Innocent over here. Instead, it's Snatchy to take the kill away. 16th found. AGO may lose one, but they dominate.
But Hate out in the middle of the open eventually gets dropped by the Tech 9, but significant damage dealt to all of these third impact players. Now Swan emerged from the bank and will deposit a frag, and even looking for even more. What a shot onto Insane, just dismantling them, ripping them up. Is Swan just flexing the aim there and showing what Censored really could have been this season.
All of those regions will be finishing up this weekend, so keep an eye out on the next episode for those results. Speaking of results, the Overwatch contenders have some results for us as the June brackets in Europe and North America finished up this week.
Just pay respect to the Ant Matrix. Wait for it to go offline. Come back in with the bomb. Split the team. They can do this.
They found KSA! They're immediately on the back foot. Yickens is about to get a duplicate online. He's going to go for the battle cattle. Get in their face with a supercharger. Another window being committed. They've taken care of Greffen's Bob. The kills are flowing in for British Hurricane with 7 seconds remaining. It's only KSA and Psycho who have a chance at contesting. But the time bank's going to whittle down. The Sonic Arrow isn't enough. They cannot touch. Hurricane sit on the throne of Europe once more.
Them Odyssey have great positioning, and they have Rhino contesting already.
The Ant Matrix for the Ant Matrix. Curly said the dead arrow coming in from Ice. The Ice special doesn't find anyone here for it. Overtime ticking away in favor for Odyssey, but American Tornado, they're trying to flip this point. They're trying to put on this pressure, forcing Odyssey to give up that high ground if they can. Here comes King, and joining him is Ice, but Rhino goes down, and so does Lucmino. No immortality field, and you have to worry about the supercharger. This is Acurix. American Tornado have now solidified their victory against Odyssey. Nobody left in sight, and American Tornado are your winners for this Overwatch Contenders North America June tournament.
It was a good month for bad weather events as the British Hurricane and the American Tornado win their respective regions. Meanwhile, over in the Call of Duty League, there was some big action as the Stage 4 Major played this week in Dallas.
Position, trophies are clear, nades are out. Minute 30 remaining now, and the mid-map push now from Abizi. Beautiful awareness, lovely comms out of Toronto, trying to deal with these attacks as and when they come. Balancing this very, very delicate house of cards right now they've got, and here comes the play. Oh my word, oh my god, they might have done it. That's going to be massive. 3 players now on the point, second segment gone. Insight's got to go, Bance from Money Window. You've got to go Insight, you've got to go to the point. Here comes the play from Bance up top, the shots are in! And that is that. The control is over. It took one clean break, and Atlanta FaZe get the job done.
The Atlanta FaZe and home team Dallas Empire would meet in the grand finals.
Tiki and 2 in bedroom. In my mind, this is almost unbreakable. Empire, you got your work cut out for you.
And they do the impossible. Felt like almost intentional. Vivid, first blood, goes to Sim. Celium still from that top bedroom position. Trying to overwhelm Simp on the inside, but that is Simp you're trying to overwhelm, and he finds 2. Shotzzy, though, tries to bring it level. It's still a 3v2. Illy takes care of top bed. 2v2 right now. Shotzzy looking to play it forward, but it's a BZ there. Illy, last player left alive, and it's a 2-man hit. And with that, Atlanta FaZe have finally done it. It is over.
The FaZe able to take down Dallas in a very close 5-4 series. Lots of matches also happening in the PUBG Continental Series this week as all 4 regions played through their second week of games.
Out of it, the smokes are up. It is all or nothing for either of these teams. Day trade, feast or famine. They need to win this to get up to first place. Other than that, they're going to be down in 7th. It is everything to play for here, Jordan.
Slow and steady wins the race seems to be the mantra for this game. Everyone hiding behind the smokes right now. X-Stadium looking for those flanks. Look at the lag. I mean, there's so many smokes. How many frames do you have? A double knock. Day Trade have found the openers that they need. Day Trade might just do it. They have.
Over, so that's going to force a bit of a readjustment from Spear. They are going for the res. There's Indigo through the smoke. Going to take Spear down. Nicely done here. Nicely sussed out. Oh, Indigo!
Unreal!
Oh.
E36 is out. Ghibli is just down with, against this one player. I think Lingdu's a great player, but he better be the greatest player to come out here and win this.
He's out of frags at this point. That's a problem. If he had a frag, he might have actually just been able to end it right there. No, you can't do that. You got to be looking at him, and he's going to do it.
What?
Multi-circle gaming.
Oh, my God.
No way.
Greatest player.
Squeaky! Oh, he's down!
Great nades from Anonymous, keeping Ents even further back, and they're struggling for a way forward, Rich. You're seeing the mollies there. Tixu's found a bit of space. He's the only man to make it forward so far. Skater actually in a really good spot to punish this, but Diggory, you know this man brings danger to the battlefield. Already gets a good tag on one. Tixu hits the deck. Rustamar's now down, though. Sakura finds him. This could be Skate with a win here. There's no answer back from Ents. Where are the Finns in this one? Diggory waiting quietly. He finds one. He gets tagged up. He's trying to get the flush, trying to get the kills, trying to build up any sort of positional he can. 4 HP is not enough. Skate's got the win.
To get into the center, and the blue is pushing in, but Tiggleton's landing the shots.
As Psycho falls, there's one member still up for Enrage, one member for a Creche, but that member is still punishing Mime on the peak. Psycho getting flushed back out, and Tiggleton creeping around the compound. They're so focused on Enrage, though. Bruxo still could punish them out here. RDS falls, Enrage is eliminated as now a 1v3. Sonic,
they do
it! They actually take first place away from this final game, knock Oath off the top, and win 2 weeks in a row.
Those teams are going to be heading into the third and final week right now. We'll have those results for you next week. Now let's switch up the genres a bit as we get into our final games of the day. Street Fighter V had the North American Central region of the Capcom Pro Tour this week.
It's a throw. Put him in a coffin. Light stuff right there. Into the big stuff. The explosion. In the B trigger. Try to get the command grab. The greediness. This might cost him everything.
Can you stay alive away from this?
It's knocked down, and that worked, Joey! So put some icicles in my glass. He's smooth, like ice. Cold to the touch, but he ain't very nice. B shifts, the heavy kick, activation, but you can't delay the inevitable, baby. We see it time and time again from Karen players.
Look at that gray life up there. Brian just wants to take attacks of a single short or a single jab. Anything's going to be for a couple hundred. Instead, Rob finds it.
The challenge, though, gets a knockdown. One good sequence right here from Rob TV. We'll take it. Look at the overhead. Careful, that super slow. We've seen it move with punish. EX connects, and you see this as Rob TV. Hollywood Rob TV showing you how it's done. We'll take the Midwest spot.
Rob TV able to take down Brian F in the finals with a resounding 3-0 to qualify for the Capcom Cup 8. Meanwhile, over in Starcraft, the Team Liquid Star League got well underway with some fantastic games in the playoffs so far.
But is eventually going to be running a little bit low on resources himself. Does have an economically, though.
Tempest is going to be firing those broods, are going to take a lot of damage, but here come the Corruptors to push back the Tempest. The Banes are going to get on top of all these Stalkers. Now the Stalkers blink on forwards. I mean, the problem is Cyril's supply is just rebuilding. 7 Ultras on the way up. He still has Ling Roach, by the way, underneath these broods and Corruptors as well. And Sound's army is gone.
And the next SC2 Masters finished their quarters and semifinals, with Solar and Trap set to face off in the grand finals later this week.
Personally, I think this one is kind of done and dusted. Solar shows up, he's going to fight on in. Reno seems to know that he just doesn't have the numbers. You can already see his kind of expression on the camera as I think the Ravage has just attacked his own Roach. Well, maybe there's a Link on top of it. A couple of Biles, Reno has to dodge away. No, very slow Roaches at the moment. A couple more Biles and units get pushed back. Hatchery will go down. Just going to be seeing the Mutas joining up. And it's going to be GG.
And our final game of the week, which has its own genre, called Car Sports Game. That's right, it is Rocket League. The RLCS Season 10 European and North American Championships played. The top 6 teams in each region fighting for the gold.
Back into the midfield. Nobody around for BDS. 20 seconds left on the clock. Mark Bit has got extra. Extra chooses not to go for it. One final roll of the dice available here for BDS. Monkey Moon doesn't quite control. Fairy Pig, it's just straight over to him. Extra can't beat Kate up to it at all. It's off the side. Fairy Pig wants to kill off some more time from the clock. It's gonna be down to and Team Vitality are your European champions.
Eventually have to let go off the gas. You got to go get boost eventually. And NRG won the couple of challenges they needed to, and what a touch from Arsenal. Oh my goodness.
Boldness. Lob off the backboard. Garrett goes for the far post, and he hits it. Garrett G! The precision strike in overtime.
I can't believe this one was let in. Arsenal on the back flip means he's not prepared for the shot. Typical just doesn't get the read, and Reynolds isn't back.
Team Vitality taking first place in Europe. Meanwhile, in North America, it was NRG with the big victory. And that just about wraps us up today. What an episode this has been. It really goes to show you just how much is going on in the esports world these days. And these are just the biggest tournaments. Each of these games constantly has smaller community-run tournaments that really are the backbone of what makes esports so special. Thank you guys for watching today. Don't forget to smack those like and subscribe buttons. Let us know what your favorite esport is in the comments. As always, I've been the Chickenman here for the PSISTORM Esports Network, and I'll see you next time.